We are now with Joanna Catalano, and on the one hand she's responsible for travel in UK, and Jim is responsible for travel in the Netherlands, and both of them are attending the Phocuswright Conference in Orlando. And I would like to take advantage of this opportunity to ask Joanna what's her opinion about Tim Armstrong's presentation, where he was explaining the wisdom of the crowd and how marketeers should take advantage of that concept that should influence really their strategies.
I think that's so serious. I think that it was a good way for him to start the presentation, because it really set the context for what Google does as a company and what we believe in. And so it was a very good way of opening his presentation, and it provided a very clear theme for the rest of the information that he presented. So I thought it was good, and it was something that was repeated throughout the rest of the day. You could tell that the concept of wisdom of crowds is followed by a lot of travel companies today.
And Jim, in your case, we've seen here that the tourism trade is getting completely global. And I think that in the Netherlands we have a fantastic example where Booking.com is really getting bigger and bigger, and it's really relevant, their role in the total revenue of Priceline. So what do you think about this globalization? Do you think that it will get even more relevant in the future?
Yeah, I think on one hand it will definitely get more relevant in the future. On the other hand, I also think when we consider the theme of this conference, the long tail, we should always also consider, let's say, the individual needs of consumers everywhere. So it's a bit of both, I would say, yes.
And one question for both of you. What do you think will be the role that Google Travel could play in the future to help all the tourism companies and entities to achieve their objectives?
I think we've seen advertisers trust us a lot more in the sense of how they can differentiate their businesses, because we heard today, especially around online travel agencies and suppliers, and what these different types of travel companies need to do to compete with each other. And I think the role that we can play is really acting as a partner with them as they decide how it is they're going to differentiate and how they can use our tools to facilitate that.
Something to add, Jim?
I think that is spot on. I think trust is a key thing when it comes to the relationship between Google and its partners, I would say. So that's one. And on the other hand, I do think that the role of Google should be actually to make it for, let's say, our partners more convenient, more easy actually to get them in contact with the consumers they care about.
Okay, thanks to both of you, and we hope to have the opportunity of having you in Madrid soon.
Yes, we hope so.